Let's go where the West is still wild. I am in the Guadalupe region of Lincoln National Forest in New Mexico, going down this fun little but rocky route I found on Onyx Off-Road. I have not aired down my tires, which is probably a mistake because it's pretty rough, but I'm just being lazy. It's not so much the airing them down, it's the airing them back up that becomes about a 15 to 20 minute affair. I have a destination in mind for tonight, but I've got a little bit of time to explore on my way there, so join along. Not a road you want to be speeding on. This road runs right along this escarpment here with plenty of great vantage points. I tried to get my drone out to get some cool shots, but it is just too windy. That poor little guy was going to get lost to the heavens. But we're going to keep running this till we get to our destination for tonight. Hopefully it's not as windy where we're going. Because yeah, this would not be campable.
Oh yeah, four-wheel drive.
Man, this is a narrow trail. I gotta be careful between these trees. And with this sun, I can't see shit. Excuse me. Can you recommend a rear bumper for a Ram 1500 that's durable? Do you have any suggestions? Much appreciated. You have a good day, sir. Well, it was a tight, bumpy trail getting up here, and the sun in my eyes didn't help, but we made it. Oh boy, it was worth it. Man. It does look like the trail keeps going a little bit. There is a nice little campsite right here, but I'm gonna keep going and see what else there is. This trail's pretty rough, but it's a lot of fun. I'm loving this. I just want to find camp though, because that sun is starting to get a little bit low. Unreal. This is amazing. I stopped here because the road just keeps going, but it gets narrower and rockier, and it looks like if I was to keep following it, it actually goes into Guadalupe Mountains National Park, which isn't supposed to have vehicle access, but I haven't come to a gate yet. But I just want to see if there's any turnaround spots here or camping. I'm kind of in too deep at the moment to turn around. But yeah, this is freaking epic. I can't believe I only recently learned about this place. I've been to this area before, but not here. Ooh, it is really windy too. I guess I'm just gonna keep driving down it. If I were to back up, it'd be a bit of a nightmare, so I'm hoping it opens up somewhere further down. Guess we'll find out. All right, down we go. Will we get out? Nobody knows. These views of McKittrick Canyon are just incredible. I was expecting it to be good, but not this good. All right, well, the trail finally terminated. It's pretty rough. At least I can turn around here. It looks like this continues on as a footpath, and probably not even a mile you could walk into Texas and the Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Yeah, this would be a cool hike. Man, if I would have known, I would have maybe spent some more time here. I feel like Frodo Baggins finding the back way to smuggle the ring into Mordor. You can get right on the edge, which feels real uncomfortable with this wind, so I'm not going to get any closer. Well, I guess I'm going to flip around here and make my way back up that trail. I didn't really see any dispersed camp spots, but if there were, it's super windy. There was that one spot at the very start of the trail, maybe I'll consider that, or there was another spur road that goes back away from the cliff, and maybe that's a better option. We'll find out. It's about to get dark. So as I was going back up that road, I noticed a little spur I didn't see before, where there's just a little clearing, an ancient fire ring I won't be using, and I think this is it for tonight. It's a little windy, it's not perfect, but I don't want to drive anymore.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
And you know what? That'll be a pretty nice view to wake up to in the morning. Yeah, a little overgrown. Not the most ideal campsite, but I'm going to keep it minimalist tonight. Not even going to bother with even the propane fire pit. Probably just cook something super simple. Have myself mostly packed up and ready to go in the morning. Because I told Sweet Judy that I would be home tomorrow night, because tomorrow is New Year's Eve. And I am a long ways from home. Still gonna crack this cold one though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's already looking like it might be a bit of a rough night. Well, this is the final evening of a 5-night trip. I made it to where I wanted to go to, even if it wasn't exactly on my own terms. But sometimes that's just how the adventure goes. Sometimes overlanding can be a bit gritty, uncomfortable, and give you a few regrets. But I feel like if there weren't setbacks and obstacles to overcome, we wouldn't enjoy it.
Isn't that what adventures do? Hey, you know what? You're right.
Tomorrow night, it will be 2025. And in this modern age of comfort and convenience, there's still the masculine urge to survive and fend off danger, even if that survival is just driving to public lands in a modified luxury pickup truck. How this location isn't more popular as an overlanding destination is beyond me, but I definitely appreciate it. The views of Guadalupe Mountains National Park are spectacular, and the trail itself, as you saw, is fairly rugged. You definitely need a high clearance 4-wheel drive and low range. Stock vehicles might struggle here. And I really only explored a small part of the trails. There's definitely more offshoots to explore, and I wish I had more time to do so. But you know what? After 5 nights of camping, I think I'm starting to miss the creature comforts of home a little bit. I could go for some climate control, a Tempur-Pedic mattress, a hot shower, a bidet. Oh, and my girlfriend too. And I think even Sandy's starting to miss home a little bit. She had the bubble guts for most of this trip, but thankfully for both of us, she seems to be over it. So I'm gonna keep it quick and simple tonight. I don't wanna have to deal with any dishes or cleanup. I'm gonna have this Mountain House chicken fried rice. Somehow, I doubt it's Uncle Roger approved. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow out my jet boil.
This rice looks so wet.
Well, I don't know if it's going to have Michelin level texture and mouthfeel, but it'll give me sustenance.
Hiya.
You know what? With it being cold like it is, this is kind of hitting. Although it's more like chicken and rice stew than chicken fried rice. I don't hate it if you think of it like that. And these Mountain House meals, for how small they are surprisingly filling. Which they better be, because they're like $8 or $9 each.
Throw some Tabasco in it, and it's just the worst gumbo you've ever had.
Whew, it is getting cold. And I think that is all for me tonight. I briefly got a few bars of LTE that the wind blew in, and Google Maps says it's a 9.5 hour drive home. Yeah. While I know it doesn't really show up very well in this camera, the stars out here are absolutely amazing. Wow.
If you have any idea what this little zigzaggy thing is, please comment below.
Good morning from the Tex-New Mex border. I had a little bit of a time falling asleep last night as the wind got pretty savage. This is unpleasant. Like, it had my whole truck shaking. It felt like there were basketballs and raccoons being thrown against the side of it. Like, damn bro, why this wind got so much mass to it? Thankfully, despite some brief worries I had, my tent did not lift up off my truck, go into the air, and then pummeling down into McKittrick Canyon below. I'm still here. The wind eventually did let up, and it seems a cold front came in, because man, it is nippy. A bowl of water I left out for Sandy actually froze over. But it's a new day, dawn is breaking, the sun should be coming up soon, and I'm hoping that it'll be absolutely majestic, and I'll be so awestruck by the beauty of nature's creation that I will be inclined to weep and write poetry. This is definitely a place to remember and come back to, and I would really like to explore more. But I got a long day of driving ahead of me, and I've got a decision to make on how to get out of here. Even though Texas is right there, I can seize it. It is so close, yet so far out. To our south, we've got Guadalupe Mountains National Park. To the east is Carlsbad Caverns National Park. And to the west is a giant escarpment, so it's not exactly a direct route. I could go out the way I came, which means going back up to the Queen Highway, then having to drive north a bit to Carlsbad, then dropping into Texas. But I don't know, I'm feeling a little adventurous. I saw another route that goes to the El Paso Gap Trail, which comes down off the mountains, goes west to Del City, Texas. Then I can drop south to I-10. Google Maps doesn't have any info for that, so I don't know if it's quicker or not, but I think I'm gonna let the spirit of adventure move me and find out. All right, I'm about to start the El Paso Gap Trail. It says 55 miles to Del City. The Queen Highway is ending, which, by the way, to my fellow motorcycling enthusiasts, the Queen Highway is like an S-tier motorcycling road. It's got great curves, lots of elevation changes and switchbacks. Just the only issue is there's no fuel for a while. The only downside is the nearest fuel is, I don't even know how far away. So that would be something to keep in mind. But otherwise, I would love to run this road on my street glide. Yeah, this seems legit. El Paso Gap Trail is mostly just a gravel road through BLM land and added about an hour to my drive. I've got no regrets though, it was a vibe.